Alright, so this is project log for GARAM. GARAM is, if you don't know already, it's a ceramic membrane, gravity-driven ceramic membrane purifier I'm making for Dalsum. This is, I believe, part 8 or part 9. It's been a long series, right? The noises you're hearing are from the printer I have going on the side here. We really have just a couple of things to test. This is the big one. If this works, everything else works, right? What this is basically, I've used different color filaments here just to make it more visible. But this bottom part is attached to this top part via bolts and nuts sort of screwed on there. And then in between these two, there's this 3mm O-ring, right? And then it goes in there and makes everything watertight. Hopefully, we don't know yet. Okay, so it's doing its thing. Okay, so the print failed, and the annoying reason it did was actually, it's kind of funny. The reason it failed is because the spool sort of, the yarn tangled, the filament tangled on itself, so that's why it failed. Ironically, but yeah, I mean, at least we have this to work with. So I'm just going to be pouring a bit of water in here, and if it's watertight, it shouldn't be flowing out of here, out of any of these sides, because there's an O-ring inside it, right? But then again, I can't be sure it's going to be watertight just from that little experiment, because watertight is actually, most things that are watertight tend to only be watertight under certain pressure. So what that means is the more water that stacks up on top of this purifier and the more pressure that's applied to the seams, the less likely it's going to be watertight, right? So that's why I have this print going. So this container is actually at least this big, so and then we also have activated carbon. Actually, let me just show it to you. This is what the version 1 of this container looked like. So yeah, it's pretty darn big. It can host a lot of activated carbon and a lot of water inside it, about 500 milliliters. That's why we got to test it with that full scale in order to fully see if that thing is watertight as we want it to be. Anyway, so let me take a camera and show you what's going on here. Can you see this? Can you? I don't know if you can see. Yeah, okay, I think you can see it. Right now, it's printing the same exact thing, but with a bit of different diameter, and I tweaked a couple of options just so it's more stable and more durable. But yeah, so when this finishes printing, I'm going to test it with the activated carbon, and hopefully we're going to be able to see some promising results, I guess, right? But anyway, that's going to be it for this project log, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.